Hi everybody, welcome to the Elite Professional Bull Riders Electric City Bull Bash from the historic Four Seasons Arena in Great Falls, Montana. Jeff Martin, Peter Young. This is the second event of the season. Some big name cowboys are here, including Brandon Wallentine after that big finish in Denver.
Tell you what, he's coming with some money in his pocket, some confidence. Also, Parker Breding, Ram National Circuit Finals for the two-time champion. We got him coming back in this weekend. It's going to be great.
These guys better have some confidence. All the stock comes from the Red Eye Rodeo out of Deer Lodge, Montana. Some of these bulls have been to the PBR Finals. They've got to be ready.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, if you don't have your mixture right this weekend, you'll be picking mud out of your ear for a while. These animals are awesome.
We're going to get to the action right after this break. When we come back, Friday night's Longo is up first.
The Ford Freedom Sales Event is on. Hurry in for our biggest event of the year. Now get a Ford F-Series with 0 for 60, giving you freedom from interest. Plus, for a limited time, get 1,000 smart bonus on specially tagged pickups. America's best-selling trucks 39 years straight are built Ford tough. Right now, get 0% for 60 on Ford F-Series. Plus, specially tagged trucks get an additional 1,000 smart bonus cash. Visit your local Ford store today.
My name's Charlie, and I've been rodeoing for about 12 years. You learn to love it, and you grow up with it all the time, and you have to get hooked on a rodeo by somebody, and that's your family. When I lost my granddad, it was pretty rough. Everybody loved him so much, and if he didn't smoke, he'd probably still be here. Athletes try to stay in the best of shape as they can, and smoking's not going to get you there. So I decided to stand up and help the Montana rodeo that I love break away from tobacco.
The Best Western Plus Heritage Inn has all of the amenities you need to feel welcomed, accommodated, and entertained. And the Max Sports Bar and Casino is the place to get together with friends and fans to support your favorite teams. With 16 HD flat screen TVs, you won't miss a second of the action while enjoying drinks and our new menu. Come out for happy hour from 5 to 8 p.m. every day. Don't miss a second of the action at the Max Sports Bar and Casino.
Welcome back, everybody. First up here on Friday night, Andy Sivertsen out of Belt, Montana on Dr. Scott. Interesting story. A young bull, just barely 3 years old, from an Angus cow. What about that?
Yeah, I tell you what, here's a matchup that could be really good. Andy Sivertsen coming off some time off in the world of bull riding, so let's see if it's helped him or not.
And Dr. Scott, 3 years, 4 years, doesn't matter. That's a pretty impressive bull.
Exactly. I tell you what, you're looking at that kind of animal right there coming out of a regular Angus bred cow, like you said, Peter. What an outstanding breeding program. We talked about Andy taking some time off the sport. Set him to get back, rocked on his pockets right there. A lot of power goes on the end of that arm we told you about. No score, but he'll be back. He's knocked a little rust off on a Friday.
Well, you got about 50 bulls here this weekend from the Red Eye Rodeo. And Dr. Scott, bulls 1, Cowboys 0. Garrett Clayton from Ramsey, Montana up next, 5'7", 145. Going to try and ride Buffalo.
That's right, another Elite Professional Bull Riding Finals bucking bull coming from the Red Eye Rodeo Company. We've seen this bucking bull a lot of years there. Not too many qualified rides, but I tell you what, when the ones that we did would be in the high 80s. So good one you can get up in the money in.
Ooh. Well, not even 3 seconds. Almost got hung up there. Good job, Tate Rhodes and Garrett Smith jumping in.
Yeah.
Bullfighters.
Tell you what, it's a good thing we have those good bullfighters like we do. Garrett Smith, Tate Rhodes. You'll see him, he's just leaning out there like he's sitting down on the couch here. That's not what you do in the world of bull riding. If that happens again, I guarantee it, he could get awful hurt, right? And that's a bad position to put them bullfighters in as well.
So no score for Clayton. Tough evening at the office. So we move on to our next cowboy. This is Quinn Greenough out of Bozeman, Montana on Speckled Ivory.
You know, I love this matchup right here. It's a rematch. He's been wishing for this thing for a long time. He's had to sit at home all winter long, calving cows, doing the work at home on the ranch. He says, you know what, I'm matched up here tonight. He's threw me off before. I'm going to change it up. Quinn Greenough.
Here we go. He's leaning to his left as well, and he gets tossed at about 4 seconds.
One of these times, I tell you what, it's going to work out for this young cowboy. I got big high hopes for him. His dad is a world champion bareback rider.
Say famous last name, you bet.
We watch him. We'll see what went wrong. He kind of hung on that gate a little bit longer than I think he should have, but we'll see if that mainly was the the cause. I'd like to talk to him after here tonight's performance and really see what was going through his head at that point in time. But either way, it did not work out, that rematch.
Yeah, he was leaning left almost from the get-go. You talked about Quinn waiting for this rematch. A lot of these bulls, Jeff, they've kind of had a long time off now. They're just getting into their business.
They have. But you look at the condition of these Red Eye Rodeo Company bucking bulls, they are second to none around this part of the Northwest. They are great.
Let's see what Peyton Fitzpatrick can do on Purple Paisley.
Purple Paisley, another one of the bulls that, you tell you what, you better have your mixture right. We'll see how this young cowboy gets up here to the test. This could be one he could really make a mark on. Been marking this bull 22s, 21s, so that's ones you could be in the high 80s as well. A lot of head action. Got a great seat. Jeez.
Boy, what another athletic bull. Halfway through there, I thought he was going to get the 8 seconds, then just it all fell apart really quick.
Yeah, they're mean, lean, and ready to buck here in the Four Seasons Arena here tonight. A lot of talent this kid's going to have. You see him to try. That's what I like. You see him put that inside foot right back down and get back where he needed to be, reaching over the front. Just kind of got reared back there. That bull took a big swipe at him, so kind of got out of harm's way, and a good thing lived to see the next night of bull riding coming up. No score.
Yeah, still waiting for our first 8-second ride of the night. We're going to take a pause, and we'll be back. The Electric City Bull Bash from Great Falls continues right after this. City continues. Peter Young, Jeff Marn. Still waiting for our first 8-second ride. Let's see if this guy can do it. It's Justin Swartz on Fire and Ice.
Yeah, another good matchup here. I've seen a lot from this bucking bull this past year. He was young last year, but I tell you what, he's getting this game figured out. One you can be in the money on as well, this Red Eye Rodeo Company Fire and Ice. Watched Tyler Talon take a bunch of money a few years ago. Let's see if he's grown up. Looking pretty good. Justin coming down before that 8-second whistle here tonight.
Yeah, 4.37 seconds. Boy, these bulls are ranked tonight.
It is.
Give him thanks that he didn't get hurt.
Watch out there. He's coming. You see him lead up there, looking pretty good right there, but just getting behind, you see him instead of shuffling those hips over there, he kind of reached over that prim, got him reared back even more, sitting back on the end of the pockets. Did not work out for him. Kid's going through auctioneer school, so that'll get him some entry fees here coming up in the future. We'll look to see him coming back, but no score tonight.
So it's another 0 on the boards. And next up is Gerald Esch. Gerald out of Trago, Montana on Seagram's 7.
Here's another one of our good athletes coming in. Been to the Montana Circuit Finals, Elite Professional Bull Riding Finals. His brother's a great saddle bronc rider. These guys train colts, ranch, do a little bit of everything. They got nice families. So I look for this cowboy to make some money here in Great Falls, Electric City Bull Bash here this weekend. It's pretty fun to be able to see when the brothers come to match up. These guys help each other, the camaraderie between the bull riders, the brothers. It's always nice to see them in the back giving each other a hand. Gerald. Look at that bull trying to loosen him up each and every jump and just putting that power to him. Finally gets him right at the end, Peter.
Well, that was close. That's the closest one we've had yet. About, what, 0.2 of a second away?
That's right. You know, if there was a guy that was going to make the whistle in this round, it was right here. I thought this guy's, he's got the veteran outlook on things. He rides them jump for jump, breaking at the hips, reaching over the front. You see him, though, that bull's smart. He's got a little age on him. He knew that if he could take that big lunge ahead, Gerald could not get set back up there. Spit him out of there. No score for him here tonight for Trego, Montana Cowboy.
Well, we're getting closer, right? That's the good news. So maybe we got one coming up here pretty soon. This is Clay Applegate is going to, Clay Applegate is going to give it his go next up on Airborne. And Clay had a deer loss, so maybe he's around these bulls. Maybe he's got some up his sleeve.
He is. He helps out the Red Eye Rodeo Company quite a bit with what they do. He's been to the Elite Professional Bull Riding a lot. He's been the champion, so I tell you what, he's got the buckle wearing it. He can get it done here tonight. Airborne, young buck and bull. They say they have a lot of high hopes for.
Boy, not a very big bull, but man, quick.
Very quick. I'm really surprised at that right there, though. You watch his head. When we're going to watch a replay, and I'm going to call him out on it because I know he's a champion. He'll be doing the same thing when he goes and watches this replay. It is good. I want you to, when he comes around there, he knew he was in trouble a little bit right here, and if you keep your eyes on the ground, that is where you're going to land, and that is exactly where he hit, right where he was looking. So look for good things to happen for the future for that guy, but no score here tonight.
Well, here's the guy we talked about at the top of the show. It's Brandon Wallentine out of Pocatello, Idaho, the Gate City, coming off that nice performance in Denver. See if he can continue it here tonight.
Yeah, Brandon's got some money, got some confidence, got a great matchup here tonight. I like it. He's been on him before. I think he's got him covered a few bull ridings ago, so he was happy with what he had drawn here. The Honey Badger from Red Eye Rodeo Company. Big black and white spotted buck and bulls got one going. Wow, awful close to that free arm, but it looks like I don't see any flags right now.
Here we go. We got our first one of the night. Honey Badger and Wallentine.
So
hard time getting off.
Look out. Tate Rhodes, get in there. Look, Garrett Smith, he took a shot there, Peter. We're going to have to see how that's going to come to play there. I watched him. He's had some hip injuries before, so what I'm excited to see is that 8-second whistle. I do believe they're going to score him. It looks like they are. Thumbs are up. I'm excited to watch the replay.
I don't think Honey Badger was all too happy about getting ridden.
Yeah. Watch it down here at about that 4-second mark. Nothing could, but from where they were sitting, I guess they're going to call it inconclusive, so did not have that great view like we just saw. It looked like me like he might have touched that bull and got away with one, right? Looks like score is going to be coming in.
Well, if he didn't touch the bull, he could have, with that right hand, flicked the flea off its back because it was awfully close.
Awful close.
But we're going to take it. We're going to take that ride. We got to wait for the score.
Look out. He is getting it. You know, that bull had the V-line for his behind. He was going to clean house. So there's the score coming in.
83.5. Well, that will help that ankle heal up a little bit. He kind of grabbed that right ankle.
Yeah, I think, you know, he's had some injuries, as we said, coming in. He's not one of those cowboys that just goes to every now and then. He's on the road quite a bit.
Well, they always say it's not a matter of if but when. So we move on to Grady Jasperson, cowboy out of Star Valley, Wyoming, on Pretty Boy.
Pretty Boy. You know what? Grady Jasperson, one we've talked about in our openings before. He's been to Elite Professional Bull Riding Finals, been in that short round. That Star Valley, Wyoming cowboy. He's one that can come in, take your money, and go on to the next one. He's got the confidence, kind of that little step, hip to his step there. I like his confidence in the way, you can just tell by the way he holds himself.
Tell by that photo as well, he's got a bit of swagger, huh?
He does.
Here you go. Well, in Montana Livestock, Pretty Boy. Can he get it done? And he does. We got 2 in a row. So how about that? Guys are finally starting to figure things out.
Yeah, I loved it. Just the whole presence of that kid, you can just tell him, talking to him in the locker room a little bit earlier today, he's excited to be here. This is what he wants to do for a living. And at bull rides like this, he's going to have a great opportunity to keep doing it.
That is a great ride. Look at that bull.
Yeah.
That is so athletic.
Judge is looking at how well the animal bucks, how well the cowboy stays and controls. It is looking good here. Scores are going to be coming in.
Takes the lead. Look at that, 85.5. So they're both banged up, both cowboys, but getting in the 80s. They're going to take that score. And so we've got the two scored rides, 85.5, 83.5 for Wallentine. We move on when we come back to Great Falls to the short goal Friday night, the Electric City Bull Bag.
My name is Carson. Rodeo has become a very big part in my life. To win a rodeo, you got to be really dedicated, so I have to stay in shape. I really like when you're getting done with a run, because sometimes you have the highs and your lows in rodeo, but when you do good, it's really a great feeling. Tobacco, in my opinion, doesn't belong in rodeo. I mean, you can look at all the statistics, and it's just been a damaging, destructive product. Tobacco doesn't take center stage, not in my rodeo.
The Ford Freedom Sales Event is on. Hurry in for our biggest event of the year. Now get a Ford F-Series with 0 for 60, giving you freedom from interest. Plus, for a limited time, get a 1,000 smart bonus on specially tagged pickups. America's best-selling trucks 39 years straight are built Ford tough. Right now, get 0% for 60 on Ford F-Series. Plus, specially tagged trucks get an additional 1,000 smart bonus cash. Visit your local Ford store today.
It hasn't been an easy path, but looking back, you wouldn't change a thing. Tradition, heritage, as well as keeping an eye out for the future, are all part of belonging to this place. We feel the same way, not only about life here, but about banking and our responsibility to be there for you in any way we can. Financial success at home and on the range, it's bigger than banking. It's you and I, together.
Back for the short go here in Great Falls. Jeff, we only had 2 scored rides in the long go, so tell us how the judges filled out the rest of the spots.
Well, the good thing is they go back to the rule book and they'll get the official watch coming back. The closest the 8-second whistle, that's how you'll get back into the short round.
And so first up, Montana Livestock Auction Block is the bull. Peyton Fitzpatrick is the rider.
Oh, I love this bucking bull right here. The matchup, this kid, you tell you what, I don't know if he's shaved yet or not, but he's clean cut, looking for some money here in Great Falls. Been to the high school finals, coming back. These guys are great athletes as well, so look for these Fitzpatrick boys to make some money. Ooh, look at the power right there.
Oh, that is close.
Boy. You know what I love?
8 seconds.
I don't know if he's probably not going to make that 8-second whistle, but you know what I really love about it? It's A for effort right there. That is what it takes to get paid in the world of bull riding, is effort like this each and every time. He's gritting down, reaching over the front, shuffling those hips. That bull, he might have got a little slap right now. It didn't throw him off. He was going to try to make the whistle either way.
So frustrating night for Peyton Fitzpatrick. Really, all these riders, Jeff, you got a shot here in this short go. You just get one good ride, and you're going to win the night. So it is Tristan O'Neal who is up next on Odel's Yodel. Say that 5 times fast.
That's right. Here's another one of the up-and-coming superstars, still in high school, 4-time high school finalist coming back into us. His dad, owner of O'Neal Electric. These cowboys, there's no day off at home for these guys. I like it. This kid's going to work. We're going to see him a little bit later coming up to us here as well in the future of our elite professional bull riding to work his way up.
Well, you talk about this kid being in high school, this Red Eye Rodeo. They've got some bulls down at a high school rodeo this weekend.
Wow, look at this. Nice.
What great effort. Oh!
Electric little bucking bull right there. It is awful close, but as you can see right there, I'm disappointed as you are, Peter. 7.70 to maybe one of the biggest rides of his life right there. And an awful lot of money up for grabs on a Friday night. Jeez, I guarantee he'd love to have that one back if he could.
Oh, yeah, just look at his frustration. Yeah, you almost want to go back and check the stopwatches again because he was close. A short guy, 2.56, that wasn't a very big bull either.
You know, sometimes this frustration works in positive ways on bull riding. You look at that and he's going to put it to a positive. Nothing to hang your hat over right there. We're going to move on.
Well, it is Friday the 13th, Jeff. And this is Bucking Nightmare and Dalton Rudman out of Wallentine, Utah. Is he going to get it done?
You're kind of scaring me a little bit, Peter, there. I'm hoping he gets it done for everybody's sake here tonight. Another great bucking bull. We've seen it every short go. Been to the PBR finals. There's another great bucking bull from Red Eye Rodeo Company, Bucking Nightmare. We told you about the Born to Buck program. Cale Berg and the family been making a lot of choices over there to breed them right over there, and they've done a great job doing it.
There's the nod. He's ready.
Whoa.
Oh, boy, that went over with fast. That was a nightmare.
It was a nightmare, all right, but I tell you what an outstanding animal athlete right there is Tate Rhodes and the good Garrett Smith, our bullfighters, doing an outstanding job for that kid. You saw him take that bull out of harm's way for him, no score.
So now we're down really to our final athlete here. If Gerald Esch cannot get a scored ride, well, it's going to be Grady Jasperson with his 85.5 that wins the night.
That's right. He isn't having a day off either, according to what I'm looking down at the list. Pack and Heat, another one of those great Red Eye Rodeo Company bucking bulls that possibly, I think this is another rematch we're going to get to see here coming up.
And the reason we have not seen Jasperson or Wallentine is because they were both banged up from their scored rides in the long go, that neither one of them was healthy enough to ride in the short go. So this is it, our final athlete of the night.
You know what I love about Gerald? He's been there, done that. He's got some age under him, but I tell you what, he is also one of the guys who's not going to turn loose of that bull rope until his head hits the ground. That's what we love to see about him each and every time. The Trego, Montana Cowboy, come on.
Can he get the 8 seconds? Can he beat the 85.5? No!
Wow.
In the last 4 seconds. That's a good bull.
It is. Nice gray bucking bull from Red Eye Rodeo Company. Looks like he hasn't missed a meal in a while either. They are putting on the pounds coming into summer, and that's what Cale Berg and that family does. He'll get them animals looking really good coming in. They know they got a long rodeo road ahead of them. Kind of hard to see that cowboy coming down. I thought good things were going to happen on that matchup.
Yeah, talking to Cale, he says he exercises those bulls, tries to get him about a mile a day, and boy, it is showing.
It
Some
is.
great animal athletes. So look at this, for Friday, 2 scored rides, Jeff. You see this very often?
Boy, you don't, but I tell you what, whoever's in the lead right there is okay with that right there. A lot of money coming their way. Grady Jasperson.
Bull Bash continues. Stay with us. Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Great Falls, the Four Seasons Arena. This is Saturday night's Electric City Bull Bash Long Go out of Ramsey, Montana. We saw this guy on Friday, Garrett Playton.
It is a new day, a new dollar to be made here on a Saturday night in the Four Seasons Arena. I look for good things to happen here. We look at the matchups on paper. I like this one as well. He's going to have to do some things. This switchback is no day off. So this kid, young cowboy coming back to make a mark in the world of bull riding, it's a good time to do it.
Boy, there's a Red Eye Rodeo. They dominated Friday night. Let's see what happens here tonight.
Wow, you look at him sitting back, that is a danger zone.
Oh,
I'll tell you what.
Still dangerous.
Let go. Because things are going to end up a little bit hairy at that end of that bull ride. I want you to watch it again when he comes out of there. Look how he's leaning back. Once he gets that chest pop, pretty good, but he never made that move to get back over the front. I tell you what, if you want to make yourself go to the dentist real early, that is what you do. You got to learn how to get over that front end, drive that shoulder. Otherwise, we got out of there unscathed and very happy. Not going to happen here for him tonight.
Well, Saturday night starting off kind of like what we saw on Friday night. So we move on to Freddie Krueger. It is Saturday the 14th, Jeff, but this could still be a scary ride for Quinn Greenough.
That's right. Quinn Greenough, Bozeman, Montana. We always talk about his dad, his world champion family that he's got brought up. He's going to make his own page in rodeo history. If he can just get things right, I like his attitude. I like his work ethic. And he's got a great bucket bull underneath him here tonight. He might as well get it started. Bozeman, Montana Cowboy, Freddie Krueger, the bucket bull. Got some clown stabbers. He needs to not let that affect him. He's got one going. Look at that. He just tries every time.
Oh, that was close. About halfway through there, I thought he was going to get knocked off, but the athletic ability, the core strength to recover.
If he can just get that extra second, I've watched him do this so many times. He's costing himself so many dollars. It's just unreal to me. You're there. He needs to finish it. He needs to get paid.
Amazing.
He's putting in the effort. He just needs to get the 8-second whistle a little bit more. Maybe go back in the gym or go back and practice riding him for 13 seconds. That's all I can remember. But we like him. He'll be back, but no score.
Yeah, those two Montana boys right there, but they're going to share a lot of miles on those highways from rodeo to rodeo. Great bull rider and great bullfighter. But boy, just another tough outing for Greenough. And again, Saturday just kind of seems like a repeat of Friday. This Red Eye Rodeo, these bulls, a lot of them been to the PBR finals. They have come ready to buck. Peyton Fitzpatrick, let's see what he can do on Buffalo. We saw this bull last night.
That's right. Peyton Fitzpatrick, the high school talented cowboy coming back up. The pair of the Fitzpatrick boys will come riding. These guys are good. But it's time to not talk about the bulls so much. These cowboys know how to do it. I've seen them all get a paycheck before. It's time we start doing it. Now.
He wasn't listening to you,
He
Jeff.
was not.
He was not.
Thought maybe if I put it out there, he would follow me. But you know, at 4.03 seconds, you're showing you what kind of animals they're up against here tonight. Reaching over the front, keeping that chin down. You see him get bowed over there to that front, and that's where your head was at, and that's where he landed. Time to go back to the drawing board on that one.
Yeah, 0 for 3 this weekend for Peyton Fitzpatrick. You know, he was in that short go Friday night, and so 3 zeros. But, you know, you just kind of suck it up and get in the trailer and head off to the next rodeo next weekend, right?
You know, that is you said it just right. If you don't, you're going to have a long road ahead of you and a lot of hard feelings coming into that next bull riding.
This is Cody Wortman out of Boulder, Montana. He's got a good bull, Geppetto.
You know, Geppetto getting a little bit of age underneath him, but still one of them bulls that you can get a paycheck on. I've watched him over years. I believe this bull's got to be 12 or 13 years of age. Red Eye Rodeo Company. He's in great health, looks good, but I tell you what, I'd like to have him under my name if I was getting on a bucking bull tonight. We're going to change it up right here. Cody Wortman.
Here we go. Look at the spin.
Yes.
And he's there with it. I think you called it, Jeff. You did.
Going both ways, staying in control. I like it.
Boy, that was a bit of a dangerous dismount. His hand kind of got hung up for just a second.
What do you say, Peter? I think we're going to have a bull ride. I like it. Scores are going to be coming in. We talked about it. The bull maybe be getting a little long in the tooth, but look at this. He rode him just right. Another day at the office for Cody Wortman. That's what we want to see. Judges are looking at how well he stayed in control, and he did just that right up until that point right there. But he was going to make sure he hung on until he got the 8-second whistle. Nice effort right there for the Boulder Cowboy.
And he gets rewarded by the judges.
Yeah, our judges, two of the best, Doug Clark, Scott Breding. Scott's been in at National Finals Rodeo, PBR World Finals.
So it's an 80 for Wortman, first scored ride of the night. And for his effort, he gets to have an interview with former Miss Rodeo Montana, Hannah Heckman.
All right, Cody, we just saw you put on an awesome ride. How did that feel?
It felt pretty good. I got on him at the finals last year, and I kind of knew his trip. I just made it work.
Well, you did an awesome job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Hannah, thanks. So taking a look at the leaderboard. On the average is Jasperson and Wallentine from their Friday night score. Wortman with the first score tonight. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hey man, got some chew?
No, man. This stuff's dangerous.
Hey, can I get a zip?
No way.
Why not?
Give me one good reason.
It's full of toxic chemicals.
It rots your teeth, and it causes cancer.
Prove it.
It says so right in the can.
Why do you do it?
So then why do you chew?
Ford Focus on Child Hunger is an effort here in the region to make sure that our kids are getting enough to eat by providing more food to families in need. Since 2014, our Ford Peanut Butter Drive has collected over 60,000 pounds of peanut butter. And over the last 3 years, we provided over 2 million meals and snacks in the Northwest. When kids have the nutritious food they need, they really can just be kids. The partnership between Ford Fund, local food banks, and the Boys and Girls Club is absolutely amazing. That's really what it means to go further.
Electric City Bull Bash continues. We got one scored ride here on a Saturday night. Cody Wortman out of Boulder, Montana. Let's see if some of these other riders can pick up some of his confidence. Trevor Toomer is out of Georgetown, Idaho, small little town, and he's on fire and ice.
Now, we've seen this fire and ice. We talked about him in night number 1. He got a victim that night. I look for good things to happen because I don't think he's one of those bulls that should be throwing these guys off so easy. I think if you get that good start on this bull, he will set you right up of where you want to be.
Boy, look at the height on fire and ice.
Yeah, it comes around a little difficulty. This is, believe it or not, one of the most difficult moves to make in bull riding. Nice job is what he did right there, keeping in control.
Yeah, 2 in a row.
I like it. We're on the way up now, Peter. Look at this. Sat up, and right there he's been getting those guys, but nice little job by Trevor. Sitting up, shuffling them hips. This is where things get really tricky. Guys think this might be the most easy thing in bull riding, but it's not. When they go away from you, there's nothing to help you out with no kick, and they're kind of running away from you. He steps off him. Good move. Great job of the bullfighters leading him away.
Yeah, 76.5, so not in the 80s for Toomer, but still on a weekend like this, with these bulls from the Red Eye Rodeo, mid-70s is going to take you a long way. So this is Andy Sivertsen on Bloody Nose. You know, you don't want that, right? You don't want a bull with that kind of name.
You can do a lot of things, but you don't want that. Andy, one of them guys we told you been taking the time off of the bull riding world. Let's see if this paid off here. He shook the dust off on Friday. Ouch. Andy, get up.
Well, great job by Tate Rose. That is an impressive-looking bull.
It is. And impressive by our bullfighters. I can't say enough. That Tate Rhodes, look for good things to happen. Cale Berg, Andy Sivertsen just about had more than they bargained for on that replay coming back.
Yeah, that Tate Rose, he's a young kid, too. Well, let's take another look at this. I mean, that bull is athletic.
And you know what? The top 10 bucking bulls that he owns are coming back in our short round here tonight. But you see Andy, you get that head bobbed up, lean back on that arm. Tate takes him out of there. Andy's not knowing which way is up or down. Good to see him back in the sport. He'll be shaking it off. No score here tonight, though.
Yeah, that's textbook bullfighting 101 for Tate Rose. So good job there, young fella. All right, so the string gets stopped with 2 scored rides in a row. Now we move on. And this is Grady Fitzpatrick out of Polson on Seagroom 7, another bull that we have already seen. And I tell you what we haven't seen much of. We haven't seen really any bad rides by these bulls from the Red Eye Rodeo. Just been almost a flawless weekend for them.
Another one of the good Fitzpatrick combinations here. The brothers, the cousins, their family is raised in bull riding. So I know good things. The wrestlers, these guys are athletes as well. Look at him get over the front of that bull, taking that power away, but you saw him. This is one of them bulls we've talked about. You let him get you loosened up, and he will do it. He feels you each and every move. Just tried him right to the whistle. Did not get it done, though, for the good cowboy out of Polson here tonight.
Yeah, you see the intensity on his face. He wanted that.
You see how that bull is moving away each and every time. You see he's rolling those shoulders. It loosens those guys up. You know, right there, he just got sat back, and that bull, with that much power and that much weight, did not help him out in any way.
Yeah, that bull knows what he's doing. He's done that a time or two.
Yes.
So it's a no score for the Fitzpatrick brothers. And as we move on, this is Chase Berger out of Far West Utah. Nutcracker, you know a little bit about this bull.
You know what it is? Funny story on this bull. Cassidy Marr, my wife, is part owners with this Red Eye Rodeo Company, bought in the buck and bull business, so I'd be careful though. This is one of them we talk about. He's a little bit hot-blooded, as you might say, in the buck and shoot and out in the arena. So when you want to get in there and get out of there as quickly as possible.
Best score of the night is the 80. He still got the 85.5 from Jasperson Friday. Oh, look out, boy, you weren't kidding.
I know, I did. He's a hair trigger in there, and you want to, you know, they say the most dangerous spot in the world of bull riding is right there in the buck and shoot before you nod your head. So,
boy, smart move by Berger to just get out of the way and just take a moment, get back
look
on.
At that. See that spotter doing his job.
I mean, how much does that bull weigh? If he gets underneath him?
Yeah, it's about 1,400 pounds worth of hamburger to be laying on top of you. That's one big Big Mac to get out of there. So good job on the guys helping him spot. Looks like we're going to move the order and go down. We'll get back to him in just a minute.
Yeah, so we move down the chutes to Devon Mitchell out of Shepherd, Montana on Clearwater Revival. And I tell you what, if you get a good ride with the numbers these bulls are putting up, you can get yourself a score in the mid to high 80s.
85.5 leading the way coming in. Devon Mitchell, Shepherd, Montana. We're going to see some good things out of him. Talk to him. He's going to be going to some PRCA Pro Rodeo, some Touring Pro events along with the EPB events. So I like his form. Look at this. Setting those knees up. Look at this, taking the power away. We're going to get another score coming in, Peter.
Yeah, boy, he barely made the 8 seconds, but he did. Just a very athletic-looking bull. He's happy.
I like it. Effort was there. We've seen him get closer and closer. It looks like he's been in the gym a little bit, getting that attitude where it needs to be. You know, these guys will go to a lot of places to learn things. Scott Breding holds a school, Gary LeFew. These guys that not only mentally, but it takes a lot of physical toll on their body. So good job by that good guy right there.
Yeah, scores tonight, 80 for Wortman, 76.5 for Toomer, and just a bit over. So Mitchell, 77.5, right in the mix. And that should set him up unless we see a spate of guys get some high scores in the 80s. He's got a good chance of coming back for the short go. Let's go down to the arena floor and Hannah Heckman.
Well, you just put on an awesome ride. Can you tell us how that was?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
How was that bull? Have you been on him before?
I haven't. No.
But it worked out for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Hannah. Let's go back to the chutes now. Let's see if Chase Berger and Nutcracker are ready to go.
Well, we told you about it. You got to be quick. You got to be fast on this very animal right here. But he is one that you can take you to the pay window. We've seen it before. He's young. He's full of energy. Look out. Getting around there. Pretty good, Chase. This is a bull you don't want to hang around in that arena very long. Nice job, Tate Rhodes. Takes him where he needs to be, right out the out gate. As far as Chase Berger goes, he'll be back. Well, we're going to look back at this. We watch him, reaching over the front. Chase, a young up-and-coming cowboy, that free arm dropped lower. And you see that puts all that strain on his lower body there. Got him sit back on those pockets. So that bull, not a lot of kick. You got to stay over the front. It didn't help from here tonight, so no score for that good cowboy.
So now we move on to two-stroke Cold Smoke and Gerald Esch.
Trago, Montana guy, the all-around cowboy coming in. We told you about it. Can ride saddle bronc horses. He's got the all-around championship in all 3 events, saddle bronc, bull riding, and the all-around in the Northern Rodeo Association. So he's no slouch. But I tell you what, you better get your mixture right. This is another great Red Eye Rodeo Company. Buck and bull, look out.
Boy, he almost went literally off the back end of that bull.
I got to watch the replay on that because he was all balled up. That replay is going to tell us how much power these animals do have. For about 6 seconds, I thought we were watching a round winner.
Well, I was going to say, about 5 of those seconds seems like he was in the air.
That replay, so nice to be able to come back and look back. You watch him keep it awful square. Those toes are turned out. Those feet start bouncing a little bit right here. He tries to get them back, but then I tell you what, you bet on the end of your arm at about 1,800 pounds going the opposite way you are, things aren't going to work out so good. So no score for the good Trago, Montana Cowboy.
Yeah, that is one big impressive bull. And we got a couple impressive scores tonight. Wortman with his 80, but it's Wallentine and Jasperson from Friday, still the top 2 scores. We continue with the Bull Bash. Bull Riders coming up. Back at the Four Seasons Arena, the Electric City Bull Bash continues. Peter Young, Jeff Moore, and it is Brandon Wallentine again on Triangle. We saw him with an impressive performance Friday night. Got a little dinged up, but Jeff, he's back at it tonight.
You know, he does. He has the right attitude. He knows the only time he's going to get paid if he's competing. So it's good to see him back. Took the short round off last night. I look for good things to happen, especially this matchup right here. You know, we've featured on the top 5 of elite professional bull riding, coming off that second place win over there at the All-Star Shootout in Denver. So I like the matchup, but he's going to have to do his thing right. It just depends on how healthy he is coming to tonight's performance.
Here we go. Wallentine with a chance to really solidify the win here on the average. Not going to get it done. 5.13 seconds.
Yeah.
And that leg still hurts him. That's the same leg.
That's just not something. I mean, you should be able to eat a sandwich riding that one, especially at his level right there, the way he rides. I just don't think he's feeling healthy enough to be competing here tonight, but I guarantee you we'll see a lot more. If you watch him, that bull, I guarantee it, on Brandon's normally off day, he just couldn't get a hold with that leg, and you could show he just was looking for a place to get off, and we'll look for good things for him to come back.
So this really leaves the door open for Grady Jasperson, because it was Wallentine and Jasperson with the 2 scores on Friday night. So if Jasperson, who's up next on Rafiki, if he can get the 8 seconds here, he gives himself a great shot going into the short go tonight to take away the win here in Great Falls.
You know, this bull right here is really deceiving. I've watched him time and time, and I don't know why, but he's been getting a lot of guys at the ground, but this is a kind of a square-shouldered, got a lot of power bucking bull underneath him. I've seen him throw some of the best in the business off, but like I said, I can't doubt that he wouldn't get him to the 8-second whistle. He's got one going.
Halfway there. Hanging on, it's going to be close.
Come on.
Oh! Now we're looking at the 8-second there in the upper left-hand corner of the screen, but I don't think he did it.
You know, we're going to have to look at that replay, and I think that's what's going to happen here right now. It's going to come to decisions of that little bit higher power, but I tell you what, if it was up to me, I'd throw the book at him, because he was trying each and every time. Oh, look at this. You saw him right here. This is where it all kind of goes awry. It looks like, from where I'm standing, the judges are saying he falls a little short here tonight.
Well, I mean, this is an important hundredths of a second. It's a no score, 7.94. So 6 hundredths of a second away of really almost winning this event, right? I mean, he would have had 2 scores.
Yeah, that's too bad to see, but we'll see the next time you hear him coming down the road.
Yeah, Mark Dorndorf is up next, Columbus, Montana, on Rocky.
Rocky. Now, we talked about deceiving animals. I want you to watch the power on this bucking bull right here, because a lot of people have been on this one. He's not looking like he's the most bucking bull out there, but people just have a difficulty with that bull right here.
Oh! Mark took a shot just under 7 seconds, and the bullfighter stepped in right away. You can see he's standing up, but he took a shot.
We're going to watch the replay on that one. You know, he's wearing that helmet, and I believe that if he wasn't, we would have a really severe injury on our hands here tonight. Our good EMTs are on hand with us. We're going to check him out, but I want you to watch the replay. I want to tell you about the power on these animals right here. He's in a great position. Watch him how he's kneeing up a little bit. Feet start floating as that bull pulls him over his shoulder, and about right here he sat back, and they meet heads, and I mean very, very hard. So he's up right now, but I guarantee it, they're going to check him out and give him the concussion protocol, and we'll see if he can come back another time bull riding, but it looked awful.
Oh, man. Well, that is one tough cowboy. I mean, how many of us after that would be standing up? Look at him. I mean, he's just he's a tough kid.
Lights are on, but nobody's home right now at the Four Seasons Arena for that man, I guarantee it. He is tough, though. Look for good things for happening for him in the future.
Yeah, Clay Applegate on Lucky at Deer Lodge, Montana. Boy, I just keep thinking about Mark Dorndorf. He got lucky as well. Let's see if Clay can get lucky and get 8 seconds.
Clay, a past champion in elite professional bull riding. Good ranching kid. I tell you what, he likes this matchup. Lucky. Been to past Northern Rodeo Association Bull of the Year. Been to every finals known to man. He's got some age, but each and every time, this is the kind of trip you're going to see out of him. Look at the control right here. I like it. We're going to get another one rode here, Peter.
Yeah, he is going to get the whistle. He gets the 8 seconds. I don't know. Is that going to be a very high score for the bull from Lucky?
Well, you know what? The good thing is there isn't a lot of scores coming in, so I'm going to say that should be a low 80s, somewhere around that range, 80 to 84. But we'll see what the judges have to say on that. I like the way he sat up in control the whole time, so the judges will look like that. So I guarantee they'll score that ride pretty high. Breaking at the hips, reaching over there, staying square. You see the kick, how well he's coming off the front with those front feet. Kind of traveling, drifting on down the lane. Clay did not make very many bobbles right until the end. He checked out. Nice little bull ride.
And so judges sending in their scores, and it is an 81.5 for Clay Applegate. So that is the high score of the night. Again, it's still a little bit lower than Wallentine and Jasperson. But Parker Breding up next on Montana Livestock Pretty Boy out of Edgar, Montana.
It's good to see him coming back. Parker, two-time Ram National Circuit Finals, two-time National Finals rodeo qualifier. Just flew in to be able to compete here tonight. Then he's right back on the bus and heading out for more, looking to make his 3rd National Finals rodeo. His dad, big-time guy in the PBR and the NFR around Montana bull riding.
Is he getting back on the plane or the bus?
Yeah, I think he'll take a little both. He's going to be on everything transportation known to man this year. These guys don't stop once the summer starts.
So with his 81.5, Clay Applegate moves into the top position tonight, but it's still the 3rd highest score overall. We'll see him in the short go here moments later. But this is Breding trying to get another score to move him in to one of the final spots in the short go.
Well, he's got one to do it. We've seen this bull. This is kind of a bull rider friendly bucking bull. One you can get your confidence back. Also put you in the high on the pay window with this Pretty Boy, Montana Livestock Pretty Boy from Red Eye Rodeo Company. Parker, tell you what, if I'm a betting man, I'm going to say we're going to have another score coming up real soon. Trying to get things right in the buck and shoot. That you can see that on the video right there where he is leaning on that leg. Here we go, Parker. Got one going. Showing you why he's been to the National Finals rodeo. It's rides like that. Judges, sharpen your pencils. We just watched how to get it done in the Four Seasons Arena on a Saturday night.
Yeah, that put a smile on your face. Great job by Parker Breding. So he moves on to the short go. Now we just got to wait and see what his score is.
Yes. We're going to watch the replay on that. You saw him take some time in there, but he knew he had to get things right. A lot of money up for grabs. Leaves out of there just perfectly. Squared up. come around the corner, got bobbled in there, shuffles his hips, reaches right back over the front. I tell you what, if you're practicing on a barrel, you might want to put bull rides that he's been making, because that's awesome. Scores are coming in.
And so it is an 84.5 for Breding, and that is the second best score of the weekend. So congratulations to the young cowboy. He's with Hannah Heckman.
Well, Parker, you've been hitting the rodeo road pretty hard lately. How does it feel to be back in your home state and make a ride like that?
It feels awesome to be back in Montana. Been far from home quite a bit the past couple months, and just feels welcome here, more like a practice. It's fun.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh, good to see those two lovebirds. That a nice little interview right there. Congratulations goes out to Parker, and good luck to him. Peter, more bull riding to come.
Well, you take a look at the leaderboard here, and we've got our short go coming up. It's still Jasperson on top, Breding right behind them at that 84.5. The Bull Bash. The conclusion coming up.
The Ford Freedom Sales Event is on. Hurry in for our biggest event of the year. Now get a Ford F-Series with 0 for 60, giving you freedom from interest. Plus, for a limited time, get a 1,000 smart bonus on specially tagged pickups. America's best-selling trucks 39 years straight are built Ford tough. Right now, get 0% for 60 on Ford F-Series. Plus, specially tagged trucks get an additional 1,000 smart bonus cash. Visit your local Ford store today.
My name's Charlie, and I've been rodeoing for about 12 years. You learn to love it, and you grow up with it all the time, and you have to get hooked on a rodeo by somebody, and that's your family. When I lost my granddad, it was pretty rough. Everybody loved him so much, and if he didn't smoke, he'd probably still be here. Athletes try to stay in the best of shape as they can, and smoking's not going to get you there. So I decided to stand up and help the Montana rodeo that I love break away from tobacco.
The Best Western Plus Heritage Inn has all of the amenities you need to feel welcomed, accommodated, and entertained. And the Max Sports Bar and Casino is the place to get together with friends and fans to support your favorite teams. With 16 HD flat screen TVs, you won't miss a second of the action while enjoying drinks and our new menu. Come out for happy hour from 5 to 8 p.m. every day. Don't miss a second of the action at the Max Sports Bar and Casino.
We're all set for the short go here in Great Falls at the Four Seasons Arena. And Jeff, it is wide open because not a single cowboy has yet to ride two bulls. So anybody here in the short go, you get any kind of score, you might win this thing.
It is, and we got matchups that you're going to like to see. Past PBR World Finals Buck and Bull coming up right now against the National Finals Rodeo Qualifier. He's got some momentum on his way. Parker Breding, Edgar Montana Livestock, the good Red Eye Rodeo Company, award-winning Buck and Bull about to get set.
Here we go. First rider up in the short go. He's getting there. He's getting there. Oh. 6.03.
Yeah,
that is a tough bull, Jeff.
It is, and you'll see Parker, he starts this bull so good. And I don't know if he was counting his money before it all happened, but you watch this bull. If he would have kept spinning, but then he just kind of left Parker sitting right there and decided to jump away and go the other way. But don't hang your hat on. That's one of Montana's premier athletes right there. Tip of the hat to him. No score, and also a great out by great Buck and Bull.
Yeah, just a great matchup. Breding and Montana Livestock. And Montana Livestock with the win, as it has been throughout most of this weekend, boy, the Red Eye Rodeo. They came to play. These bulls have been outstanding. So now Mark Dorndorf, when you want to talk about these cowboys being tough, remember the shot this guy just took just a few moments ago. Now he's on Dr. Walter Irwin's toothache.
Yeah, no.
He may already have a toothache after the shot he just took.
There's no way I would have thought this cowboy would have been back, but he shook it off. He said he's ready. Here's one of them been in the high 80s, the low 90s on, so another look out.
Boy, it has just been a tough weekend for Dorndorf. Takes a shot in the back again. Great job by our bullfighters getting in there.
Yeah. I'm going to go out and say it right now. I guarantee you, Mark, I've seen him ride a lot. I don't think he's feeling real good at this time, and this is not going to help the cause. You watch him, he was sitting down in the pocket, just wasn't there right from the get-go. Takes a big shot from those hind feet, Peter.
That could have been worse. He just escaped there. So
sometimes it's good to see that out gate and know you get to go to another one after this, because that was scary.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how Mark
So Bulls 2, Riders 0 here in the short go. Again, it is still just wide open for a guy like Clay Applegate, who had that 81.5 earlier tonight at a deer lodge. This is Montana Livestock Clown Eater.
Another one of the bulls, a big brindle bull, big horn bucking bull. I think I like this matchup. He's been around him, been on him before, so let's see if this thing can get turned around. No. Clay, look out.
Boy,
it is not over.
It is not over. That's right. That bull came right at him.
You know, sometimes these guys, you look at where you're going to land sometimes, and Clay is the last person I would have ever thought to check out like that. He wears the buckle saying he's the champion right now. Well, it's time he finishes the job and comes back with a big summer victory, because that is one he's going to need to redeem himself on.
So another no score, and it has been a bit of a nightmare for the Riders tonight, and this is bucking nightmare. So Cody Wortman started things off tonight with an 80.
To tell you what, he comes with every buffalo hide wearing coat. He is a wild spirit at that. Cody Wortman, he's changed his game, knows he's taken it a little more serious. His family, great known around the state of Montana, the Wortman family, great rodeo athletes.
Time to make it 2 rides here tonight. Saturday night, the short go in Great Falls. Here we go, Cody Wortman.
Hey, look at this.
Oh, he's hanging on, and he can't last the 8 seconds.
Boy, I tell you what, I was rooting for that kid right there. You won't see anybody try as hard. That was an awesome effort. Fell a little short. Tip of the hat goes to him. He didn't quit by any means, and that's what you got to like to see. Good things are going to happen. Watch the replay.
Jeff, he's less than a second away from winning this event.
And I mean to be 90-something, it looks like, from the replay here. Sitting over there, shuffled the feet in front of his bull rope. Just right here, got beat ahead when that bull decided to go the other direction. He knew he was beat that way. Oh, not going to happen for him here tonight. No score.
So we are down to our final 2 cowboys, and it is still completely up for grabs. Either one of these guys makes the 8 seconds. They're going to win the money. They're going to win this event. We go to Quinn Greenough first on straightjacket. You talk about these bulls and their ages and their experience. This is a 13-year-old bull.
13-year-old bull. You know, he's so old that I've even had the pleasure of getting on this bull a lot of years ago, so I know he's getting old. You know, they read the newspaper today about Quinn Greenough. It's time. Let's see him get things guarded off right here.
Boy, straightjacket still has it, Jeff.
I know.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, the born-to-bred program that these guys have, these animal athletes that they're breeding these days, it's just unreal that a 13-year-old bull can still buck like that. It is just a tribute to how well these contractors and everybody takes care of these animals too. He's in good shape, as you can see.
Great shape, but also the moxie, the attitude.
Yes.
He still wants to get guys off his back. And so we've got the 85.5 from Grady Jasperson. That is still the best score. But if Taylor Boyer right now can get the 8 seconds, he wins the event.
Well, I'm going to go on a limb here and say Taylor's got his hands full. You know, I haven't seen maybe one cowboy ever cover this bull, and that's a cowboy by the name of Jess Lockwood, who's in the PBR, in the top 10 right now. So he's got his hands full, so let's hope we can change it up. But whoa.
Whoa, Badger Milk. That was unbelievable.
You are going to need oxygen when you're up that high. I tell you what, that bull right there showing you why he's one of the premier athletes. I would love to see what they were able to mark that bucking bull right there, because from 1 to 25, I don't know if you could get much higher than that.
Well, you put a basketball in that bull's hands. It doesn't have hands, but he would have dunked. That is amazing.
Yeah, the hind feet, the front feet are halfway up the bucking chute, so you know where those hind feet, and that's him coming down on that still photo right there. So just a tribute.
So, Jeff, with that no score, Grady Jasperson from Wyoming, he wins it with his 85.5 on Friday night. Parker Breding slides into second, and Wallentine is third. Really, though, Jeff, the story is the Red Eye Rodeo.
It was outstanding weekend. These bucking bulls came to do their business. Cowboys, I tell you what, you better go back to the drawing board. It's going to be a long summer if you don't.
For Jeff Martin and our entire crew, I'm Peter Young. So long from the Electric City Bull Bash in Great Falls, Montana.